The restaurant was buzzing as usual. Plates clattered. Waitstaff rushed orders, and in the back, steam billowed from the dish pit. No one paid much attention to the older man quietly mopping the floor near the kitchen entrance. His name was Jack Miller. He wore a grease-stained apron and moved with the kind of slow caution that only came with age or experience or both. But what no one knew was that Jack wasn't just another temp worker. He was the founder and CEO of the very chain of restaurants he now worked in Undercover. Jack had built the hearth table from the ground up 27 years ago. But in recent years, something felt off. Complaints from staff, high turnover. Reviews that said great food, but service feels robotic. So he decided to go in quietly to see the soul of his company for himself. On his third night working. In the back kitchen of the Pinebrook location, something or someone caught his attention. A young man, no older than 22, was elbow deep in a sink full of dishes. His name tag read Luis, but what really stood out was his focus. He worked like time was chasing him. No breaks, no complaints. Jack watched as Luis dried his hands, checked the clock, and without a word, grabbed a mop and started cleaning the front area. You always do both? Jack asked casually. Luis looked startled, then forced a polite smile. Yeah, someone's gotta do it, but aren't you just the dishwasher? Luis hesitated. Yeah, I guess. Doesn't really matter though, it all needs to get done. Jack tilted his head. You don't clock in for this part? Luis shrugged. The manager said we're tight on hours. If I want to keep my job, I have to be flexible. I don't mind, I just need the work. Jack didn't push further. But something in his gut twisted. That night after his shift, Jack sat in his car for a long time, staring at the glow of the restaurant's sign. He remembered why he started this business, to create jobs where people felt proud, respected, valued. Had he lost control? Had that vision gotten buried under numbers and spreadsheets? The next week, he kept watching Luis. The kid never asked for help, never asked for recognition. He smiled when others walked by, always said yes when called, even covered for a waitress who left mid-shift because of a family emergency. Then came Wednesday. A snowstorm hit, and half the staff didn't show? Orders backed up, customers complained, and chaos reigned. Luis, he stayed. Not just for his shift, but 17 hours straight. Jack, still undercover, offered to help, but Luis waved him off with tired eyes and a tired smile. Gotta keep going, he said. Can't afford to stop? At 1:45 a.m., long after closing, Jack followed Luis out. He watched as the young man didn't head toward a car, but walked toward a park bench under a highway overpass. Jack's heart dropped. The next morning, Jack revealed who he really was. He asked Luis to meet him at the head office. Luis walked in nervously, still wearing the same shoes from the night before. Jack smiled, offered him coffee, and said, I owe you an apology. Luis blinked. Sir? You've been working off the clock? Living in survival mode, and somehow you still show up with kindness. That's not your failure, that's mine. Tears welled in Luis's eyes. I just didn't want to lose the job. You deserve more than a job, Jack said, pushing forward a folder. You've been promoted, full-time benefits, housing stipend, and a scholarship. You once mentioned during a shift that you wanted to study culinary arts. Go do it. We'll pay for your tuition. And when you're ready, we've got a management position. Waiting. We sat there, stunned, until the tears spilled over. You listened? Jack smiled. Always. I just forgot how, for a while. 1 year later, Luis stood at the grand opening of the Hearth Table's new training center. Clean-shaven. In chef whites, standing beside Jack he now ran a program that taught young kitchen staff not just how to cook, but how to dream bigger. And as Jack handed him the mic, Luis said with a grin, sometimes you wash dishes. Sometimes you change lives. And if you're lucky, sometimes you do both. Conclusion: behind every uniform is a story. And sometimes The people we overlook are the ones holding the world together in silence. This story isn't just about hard work, it's about seeing each other, because the smallest acts of kindness, the quietest sacrifices often echo the loudest.